I want to show you a few things about enhancing this digital elevation model data in arcgis. And you can see I have an open window of ArcGIS here, and I have a couple of things going on. I actually have a couple different frames open. I have one that's going to be my main analysis frame, and then I have another here that is just some indices. So you can see here's the quad index, the 7.5 quad index, and I have these things loaded. These are all things that I've given you in the the data set that you have that you can get through the D2L page. Let me go back to this other data frame here. The first thing, mainly is just how I have this set up. You can see I do have the quad index turned on, and in this instance I do have a couple of these DEMs downloaded. One of them I've set up with a with a particular palette that I'm using to enhance the colors of the digital elevation model. I do also have the Boone County, Illinois Archaeological Reserve archaeological potential. This comes from the Illinois DNR, Illinois Natural History Survey, and I would probably take that, and in the effects toolbar I would set the transparency so that I could see through it somewhat. Wait a minute. I would set the transparency for that layer so that I could see through it somewhat, and so there you can see it's it's partially transparent and I can see what's behind it, although I probably wouldn't do interpretation with what's behind it. Let's zoom a bit, and if you look at this, I've set it up so that I have it stretched, and I have it stretched in a way that uses just the data frame area for the stretch. And so you can do that in the properties under symbology. If you look at your stretch here, I have a histogram equalize, and it's set for, normally it'll be set for each raster data set. And see, when I do that, you can see it's very dark red because it's using the whole data set for the stretch, and I want it just to use that that I'm looking at this particular time. So if I set current display extent and apply that, I get the full stretch on the display extent. Now, one of the effects of that is that when I move the image, the stretch will change slightly, and it changes to reflect changes in the distribution of the values in the frame that we're looking at, right at this particular time, the elevation values. So that's the first thing I would do.